I remember the first time, and I remember the first time, first time, first time, first time, first time, and I remember the first time, and I remember the first time.
And we only meet once in a while anyway.
It's gonna be lonely not being able to see you anymore. It's been great hanging out with you.
Why she run from me, now you wanna come back and now you love on me. But I'm confused why you think you deserve some trust from me. And your heart is painted black, girl it's ugly, fuck your company. Why she run from me, now you wanna come back and now you love on me. But I'm confused why you think you deserve some trust from me. And your heart is painted black, girl it's ugly, fuck your company. And I remember the first time you had me in your hold. Now you corrupted the safe phone and will never know. Yeah, Vincent that is darkness, watch all his friends turn to phones. Yeah, trying to troubleshoot me, but I cannot be scrolled. Trying to sell me a dream, trying to sell me a home. While you tell me a lie, do you think I'm a joke? Swear I'm not a bad guy, but this path my only road. Never been hate in my heart, but you burned it in my soul. Cannot control myself, and I cannot begin to tell the lies and things you tell yourself. And why you put me in this hell? And I cannot control myself, and I cannot begin to tell the lies and things you tell yourself. And why you put me in this hell? It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. And I remember the first time, and I remember the first time.
Here, you gotta leave now.
Don't get mad at me. Sorry if you feel that I abandoned you for a woman.
And I remember the first time you had me in your home. Now you corrupted the safe phone, they were never alone. Yeah, missing that is darkness, watch all his friends turn to phones. Yeah, trying to troubleshoot me, but I cannot be scrolled. Trying to sell me a dream, trying to sell me a home. While you tell me a lie, do you think I'm a joke? Swear I'm not a bad guy, but this past my only road. Never been hating my heart, but burned it in my soul. From me, now you wanna come back and now you love on me. But I'm confused why you think you deserve some trust from me. And your heart is painted black, girl it's ugly, fuck your company. Why she run from me, now you wanna come back and now you love on me. But I'm confused why you think you deserve some trust from me. And your heart is painted black, girl it's ugly.
Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Big in Tokyo, I wanna be big in Tokyo. Drink all the sake I want, read all the manga I want, wear all the vape that I want, buy all the J's that I want, be with any girl that I want, drive any car that I want. I'm always out of the country, I'm sorry if I ain't home. If the money ain't calling, I never answer my phone. You can see the flow in my chakra, all we smoke is homegrown. You know the boy love ramen, probably sipping on miso. I know a spot that has shield, I got a spot that has deals. Wait till I get a kimono, I'ma swag it out in my dojo. Some girls are asking for a photo, I guess this happens in Kyoto. When you young and poppin' in Kyoto, I ball with all of my nakamas, I dance with all of my nakamas, I drink with all of my nakamas, yeah. I only listen to Cole, I touch down with.
Where am I? What's poppin'? What's going on, people? What's happening? Let me pull this a bit closer. Am I light enough? Am I nice? What is it? What is it? Light, bright, and white? I don't need this video right now. Bada boom, bada boom. I guess I should tell like Pat and Alan. I don't know if they're around, but Alan, OP. Pat might be busy, but I'll just tell him anyways. OP. This might be a pretty matter of fact video. Like I'm not having a bad day. I'm just exhausted. Like I kind of just want to sleep. I was praying to God so the date came out at like 9 or something. But alright, let's read this chapter. See if I missed any comments. Greetings and salutations. I realized I wasn't speaking to the mic. I don't know if I sounded mad far. My fault. I keep forgetting I have to deep throat this shit. I got one of the swingy things coming in where I can just like move it, so I don't have to hold it. So I was at my boy's house last night. I had a good day yesterday. I went to my boy's house last night, and he told me they're actually like $3, not even expensive. But I'm good though. There's a feeling I'm alright. Ever since like being in nature last weekend, I've been blessed. Honestly, like I've been good. Like not like I don't have problems and issues, but I haven't been particularly. I've been dealing with them well in a healthy manner. And how I used to deal with stuff. Like I haven't felt like vulnerable and weak and mental health and all that. Not that that's not important, but I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're on chapter 1064. That's so crazy. Just like that, on the cover, Van Auger and Aokiji and Kuzan? Just like that? What era is this? Okay. Egghead, Research Stratum, Germa Double Sixes, Cold Blooded Voyage, Volume 22, Kuzan, and Agar of the Blackbeard Pirates. But we just saw Van Auger. Is this, unless this already happened, or can he teleport that far? Yo. All right. What you got for me this week, brother? I can't. You made me a fraud on the first page? I said they were not gonna fight. That's correct. The one time, the one time I said I'm not getting excited. You're not about to show me this fight. They fighting? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Fuck. Fuck. You know what? I'll take my lashings like a man. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was wrong. Okay. They fighting. Zehaha, crack, crack. There's no escape, so don't bother running. Hakugan? I don't know what that is. Take care of the polar tang on it. Sachi penguin. Get in the sea and provide cover. Are they like fishermen? Okay. What? Wait. Don't tell me his crew about to go crazy. Our room amputate. Nay. No one told me his power can do that. Is he using an awakened technique? I don't like that. That's so heavy-handed. I don't like that. But okay, I guess, no. Anyways, he's using the awaken technique. Quake crash. They're in the air. He's like shaking it. Ha 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 as he's falling. Don't die on me now, stronger. Nay, you open such a good boy. Eat this. They're apple bombs cover. How would they know that? Wait, what? Did he just suck up a bunch of water and spit it out at a high speed? What is that? Is that a technique? Is that fishman karate? What? Hold on. Law got some hitters. they doing something? Where's Beppo and Jean Bart? When they gonna do something? I'm sorry. I gotta keep saying I'm sorry. I remember I told you I'll say it every once in a while. I was wrong. They fighting. I'm sorry. And the crews are fighting. Hold on. Pwah! It's a big mistake to underestimate us when we grew up in the harsh, cold waters of North Blue. Okay, you ain't got a chance against us in a sea battle. All we gotta do is sink your ship. That's fair. And everybody on Blackbeard's crew is a Delphi user. Jean Bart, sniper at 3 o'clock. Protect the captain. Yeah. K room. He's some bodyguard. You standing in front of him. Shock Willie. The hell is this? You got him. You got him. Got him. Yes, sir. They fighting. I can't believe I was wrong. I'm sorry, bro. I was wrong. I gotta type it up. Sorry. I was wrong. They put up points. Black people thinking everyone's a mark, so not surprised you underestimated folks. My problem with him is the one statement he said, it was just like, I get that Oda's trying to build off and kind of showcase like, okay, the things that they learned in this Yonko battle is important, hockeying out of an ability and like awakening. But like for Blackbeard, it should be like, huh, I didn't hear he could do that. Must be awakening. Have you ever do you know the complete ins and outs of the Ope no Mi La Do Flamingo or something? Like, just that's a statement kind of for us. I don't think that he really did anything in battle to analyze that was an awakened move. For all he knows, Law can just do that. So I'll change my name in Discord. I was wrong too. Shock Willie, the hell is this? We got him. Cough. This is what happens when you charge and half cocked, says Van Arger. He warps. Shall we return to the ship, Commodore? Don't be an idiot. We finish what we start. Zehahaha. Okay. Blackbeard's here. He lands. He's like, do all your officers have devil fruit powers? Zehahaha. Must be a pretty raw deal hauling around so many anchors. They call them devil fruits for a reason. That weakness is well worth the trade off. Gah! They're attacking from below. The bastards are trying to sink us. Who knew they were so strong underwater? So is this the new thing? That his crew is low key actually in the water? Come on, dog. Like, where was it? Whatever. I'm gonna give us a good credit. They're doing their thing. Oh, there's. Oh wait, no. So wait. If I just saw Van Auger and Van Auger was did he warp here or was that or this happened beforehand in the cover story? Now my timeline's fucked up a little bit. So we're just putting. We might be taking a pounding now, but they'll soon be history. The Commodore is the strongest around. Mama's gonna make you eat those words if she's alive. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm done with them. Kaido and Big Mom is too late. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. You realize you were fighting her killer now, right? New eras only happen when the old legends are torn down. Big Mom Pirate, Charlotte Pudding. Laws awakening technically tell us an awakening with the anesthesia kind of aura around it and is extended. It's clashing with Blackbeard's fist. He said Black Vortex. Oh, then we cut away. Okay, that's a lot more than I thought I was gonna see. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Blackbeard and Trafalgar Law have made contact on Winter Island in the New World. Winter Island in the New World. So we're forced to wait again. Being Fleet Admiral is so damn frustrating. Does anybody get this impression that like Sakazuki is just like he's like stacking pent up anger and frustration to the point that when he's unleashed, he's just gonna melt everybody and everything. Like he's gonna be crazy when he's just like ready to go. Like he's like biding his time almost. Meanwhile, in Egghead, I don't want to go back to Egghead, bro. I want to stay on Winter Island, bro. All right. Meanwhile, in Egghead, the island of the future. ... Whoa, a pacifista stopped as soon as we changed. That's good, but did you have to make me this old, Bonnie? Look at Luffy. Luffy age 70. A glimpse of a possible future. Is this the Luffy at the future where he doesn't achieve his dreams though? Because the other one at that age, I think he looked different. He looked more like Garp. And I get how you feel, but it's only looks like your dad. You know what I realized with these last couple of chapters, I guess Oda has implemented some what if or like questions people ask him about certain things into the story itself from the SBS. That's pretty cool. Like gender bent law and with old Luffy, if he fails his journey, I don't know if he's gonna keep doing stuff like that, but I wish he had been doing that for quite some time, like implementing some of those things in there. That's pretty good. That's pretty dope. And we see and Kid Jinbei, he was training with the gi, like we're actually seeing that. That's cool. I like that. Another Wano fumble. I'm thinking about cover story in the past. That's what I'm thinking too, Mensa. Akainu getting tired of it, this inaction. Man, want to be in the trenches so bad. And I get how you feel, but it only looks like your dad. If we can't take any of them out, we'll be in trouble. Have a heart, Luffy. Sorry, Bonnie. Pacifist just bring up some bad memories for us. Hey, can you turn me back, Pant? Kuma may no longer be human, but doesn't make it any easy for his daughter to come face to face with his doppelganger. As much as I assume this would be a thing, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It's not moving me. Like her, like Puma face. It's my daddy. That's my daddy. Like syndrome. I saw it coming, but it's not moving me. I don't care for this character defect, if you will. Um, Nothing personal, Bonnie. But I know about Kuma. But what I know about Kuma doesn't paint a pretty picture. He was a tyrannical king of Sorbet before he was disposed by the people and forced to become a pirate. When he was eventually caught by the Navy, his ties to the revolutionaries came to light and they gave him a life sentence. Vegapunk took an interest in him due to his physical prowess. Okay, physical prowess. Okay, he's not just a big human. So he was offered the opportunity to roam the seas again as a warlord. Okay. On the condition that he become a specimen for body modification and cloning. Does that cover it? I get why he choose to be a warlord dog and help them make their clone soldiers, but why would anyone knowingly agree to become a mindless cyborg? Anyone can see just bad as the death sentence. Bonnie's holding. Is she gonna? Is this a conduit for ability? She can like channel her aging powers to a sword. True enough, I still wonder which one of the tyrant crimes earned him his life sentence. Daddy was no stinking tyrant. He hated the government. He never submitted them. They must have forced him to accept the procedure somehow. A saber beam? That's awesome. You must be in a scrapyard for Jacob. Oh, I thought she had some ability. I thought she was doing that with her ability. Where the fuck is the converter? Kozoru, I kind of get tired of the action when being tried so bad. It's Sakazuki find a reason that Garp was right. Once you get to a certain position in the Marines, you have too many restrictions. That's actually a really good callback. I did not think about that. Where like that's a bit of a double entendre because Garp is kind of a happy-go-lucky, do what I want on my own pace type of guy, anyways. But really, Sakazuki's understanding that you have to hold face, you have to do certain things when you are the leader of the military army or commander or something like of some sort. That's a good point. Well said, Trey. He's just a scientist, but he's just a murderer. Dad used to always say he was a part of a very special race. Okay. But so what? Him being different doesn't justify forcing him to be a lab rat, and it sure as hell doesn't justify killing him. You said it. A special race? The Thousand Sunny, whoa, we're flying, the robots soaring through the air. Naturally, this is Vega Force 1 after all. Its anti-grav unit and jet thrusters allow us to easily sustain its propulsion. Anti-grav? The island aircon is also needed to ensure a suitable climate. One day this will be possible anywhere. There are giant monsters down there, like some kind of futuristic city. Precisely, the world of tomorrow is built here. Something records. Oh, I guess Punk Records, Vegapunk Records. This is Egghead, the island of the future. The research stratum is right above the clouds, and the fabrication stratum is just below us. Our manufacturers and researchers that reside there. I heard your captain is down there causing a hubbubaloo. As long as he's all right. Aren't you two coming? Zoro, Brooke? Nah, I'll watch the ship. Ditto. That woman can't be trusted. Humph. Whoa, just like the solid clouds from the Sky Island. This really takes me back. So they're in the sky for real, for real? Like how high are they? I just want to know how high up they really are though. Unless it's like they went up a certain point where you can kind of see the island. It's just that the clouds there for some reason are formulating and you can walk on them. Um this really takes me back. This is my first time. What the heck is it? It's as you surmise, seeing as we can control the atmosphere and all, we can naturally use pyrobloin to coagulate and alter the density of water vapor so you can just create clouds. This is creating the island and sea clouds you visually find on sky islands. I hadn't gotten that far. This is the entrance to the main lab. Wow, so flashy. I want to see what Frankie's gonna do here. Do make sure to change into some appropriate attire before entering. When you try on a new pair of Dom shoes, don't forget to use the lever. They can adjust to fit no matter what your foot size. Looks heavy. Whoa, this is awesome. These futuristic duds are the freaking best. I actually don't like all of these designs. I think Sanji looks stupid. Like, Robin and Nami just have so much sex appeal. Like, they can make it work, but they look stupid. Usopp looks alright. Frankie, I gotta kind of see, but they're not. These are not all hitting for me, honestly. But wow, Nami-san, you and Robin-chan look amazing. What cutting edge fashion! You really look tough in that, Robin. Really? How about me? You look freaky in anything. You're gonna make me blush. The problem with being a genius is that you can see your own future coming. What are you talking about, Vegapunk? I think I'll be dead soon. Don't kid about something like that. Oh, talking to dragon? I wanted you to just know about this dragon and we're on break next week. How are these two connected? That's not surprising. that they have some type of relationship and know each other. That's not surprising. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was wrong, bro. I almost thought that they were gonna fight the whole chapter, which would have been crazy. Which I'm gonna make you a mega fraud, but they Law and Blackbeard are swapping hands. They are indeed doing that. So credit where credit is due. What do you guys think of the chapter though? Do you guys like it? I still don't care for some of that Bonnie stuff, but what's interesting to see is it looks in a way that Blackbeard is not necessarily trying his hardest, even though he took a major hit. This is up to interpretation. I just realized that Law has, I guess, the whole time he's been here, he's been using awakened abilities. I don't know if that's gonna tire him out slower or quicker or anything of the sort, but I do think it's important to know. But I wonder if we'll cut back here at some point. I'm hoping that we do, but I assume that when we cut back, it'll be more so for the conclusion. And yeah, the chapter was cool. Law and Blackbeard really squabbling. I was wrong. Yeah, let me tweet that out too. I was wrong. They actually fighting. I apologize. I was wrong. Yeah, actually fighting. I apologize. I was wrong. I could spell. There you go. I honestly don't have anything profound to say about this chapter, if I'm being really honest. Like they was fighting, they got to the island. Like I need I need some ninjas in here. But I will say this. I did mention this earlier. Well, two things. I still don't like this Bonnie thing. It's not moving me. It truly isn't. Um, I hope she gets over that, or they can break through to her some way, shape, or form. I think the problem I had was how willing they were willing to comply with it. Like, fuck the fuck. We don't know her. Who cares about her and her life? I'm not interested in that. I do think we're going to actually dive into Kuma's story a bit. Like what type of person he was prior to being a warlord of the sea. And it is interesting that he has physical prowess from being some special race. Do you think that Kuma is a race that we have yet to see? Or do you think that he's a giant or some hybrid of two maybe that's never been mixed before, or like a Lunarian or something, secretly Lunarian? He's have the dark skin, I guess. But I wouldn't put it past maybe the wings are already gone or under the coat. I guess it's not entirely impossible. I don't know. I don't remember if we've seen him shirtless, but he is built kind of weird. But we'll dive into that. Vegapunk and Dragon's connection is interesting. We know I don't think it's weird that they're connected, but do you think that there's a lot of theories I remember growing up where people always thought to some degree in some way shape or form that Vegapunk was working with the revolutionaries. And I remember some people saying that as much he works and stays with the Marines because they believe that Vegapunk is just trying to be funded, but he'll sell and use his technology anywhere and with anyone. He's not particularly picky about that as long as you're going to pay up. So I guess this depends on your perspective. Oda added this Bonnie and CP0, so we don't see the fifth and the fifth Vegapunk meet. Oh, Straw Hat. You mean that's probably true. What's up, Alan? All right, nice talk. But wait, I don't have you muted, do I?
Not my fault, bro.
No, no. What to say? I would say.
Yeah, what's up? I had it muted, and I thought I can take it off on these AirPods.
Mm.
Had to grab my phone.
Well, first of all, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. Last week I said they wasn't gonna fight. I was wrong. Oh, they was fighting. They was Taishi Man had a squabble. All right, they was fighting. All right, so I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I gotta apologize to Lost Crew as well. Not Beppo, but the
Right,
other niggas.
fair. Not even John Barr. He just stood there. But Penguin and Sachi, they did a 1-2. You know, okay, I'll give him credit where credit's due.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
are they
wasn't
strong?
expecting that
So
from
are
them.
they stronger in the water, and that's part of the reason why they use a submarine? You think it's like an environmental thing? Like it's kind of not moving me, but like I guess I'll give it to them. I don't know. I still think his crew's trash. What do you think though?
Uh, I'm okay with it because, like, for one, I don't think this really. All right, so first off, like, what I would like to say is that I think that we need more sea battles in One Piece, and so I do like the fact that they're in a submarine, and it seems like being in water is their strongest, like their strongest
But why?
situation. I mean, I don't know. They just said something about the North Blue. Like, I don't. I have no idea.
Okay, okay, that explains why they can handle cold water, right? They're not devil fruit
hmm
users because they're swimming, right?
hmm
Are they hybrid fishmen or fishmen? Why the fuck can they do this?
That that's what I was thinking when I saw was it Penguin or Shot? Which one
So
who swallowed the
I think
water?
I want to say Sachi and Penguin in the water. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look again. But one of them did
Whichever
the
one.
water bullet thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he also wears like a whale hat, so it made me wonder like could he be part fishman?
That's true. Maybe he's hiding. Maybe the fishman physiology is wherever the hat is hiding. That's a good point.
Like I was thinking maybe he has horns under it or something like that. Could be a
Mm.
fighting fishman.
I think if he was fighting, I guess I just have to manifest the exact same on everybody. But I was going to say because we saw the dude Bellinger. I think he had the horns coming out the hat. But I guess if the hat could hide it well because it comes down, maybe you could do it. I don't see the ocean current shoulder throw. They not raw. I'm just my point is like I'm sure you're in the same camp with me. The reason you're saying what you're saying is because I thought his crew was completely useless. Like this not
Yo,
saving them.
100%.
This not going like whatever. But they have. But like what this did actually give them, if you think about it, is a possible win condition. His Blackbeard's entire crew are anchors. We sink the ship. We essentially win if they have no structural footing to place their foot on. So like,
hmm
I'm going to give credit where credit is due. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Sachi's gonna be like take out fucking somebody. Like I don't, but they went in the water. He absorbed some shit. He's like a water bullet somehow. All right, not bad, my nigga. Shit, because
Yeah,
I
I respect.
expected nothing. So
I thought Law like it's actually funny because what I expected was to see Law carrying his crew, and what we saw instead was Blackbeard carrying his.
mhm.
Nah,
Law didn't
Blackbeard is
help
actually
Law's
getting
crew
carried.
either, and they were on the seas. I'm kind of with you on that. Young Obama, they better sink that ship swiftly. I feel it. I thought this chapter started out crazy because the cover
I
story just
like
has Kuzan and Van Auger. I'm like, just like that, just like that. Like I
I really
thought
like
he
that
would play
first
tickle
page.
butt with us a little longer. Do you think? Well, I'll ask your opinion of this. Do you think that we could be possibly entering a era of time period where Oda stops dicking around and just gets to the point with a lot of things?
I hope so.
I asked that because I want to be real here. I could like um me thinking that they weren't gonna fight is not a crazy idea. And even if we cut back to it, we'd cut back to like a halfway point or an end point where like it's pretty much over, or we get the result, right? Oda's done this for a long
hmm
time, right? So it's not crazy for me to think that. I was wrong though. But I would argue back in the day, if somebody froze the entire island or something and someone got kidnapped, we would not get the first panel of the next chapter that yes, we're right, it's Kuzan, he's right there. That could be something that we don't even revisit for I swear to God 4 years. So in a lot of ways, I do see some small examples of him just cutting the bullshit. I
Yeah,
don't know
like
if
the
we're entering.
only
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was kind of done my thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the only other instance I could see of him still doing that bullshit is with the guy with the flaming scar or whatever. But like
Mhm.
since then he's been getting to the point pretty much. So I
Okay.
think yeah, we probably are at a different time now.
Mhm.
Like,
Law
he
still
said he
needs
was
two,
trying
three
to get
commanders
towards the end and he
over
meant that
close to
shit.
the bill. I hear you. And then I guess are you in the camp that this backstory, this cover story stuff? Excuse me. It's a flashback. This has already happened.
Yeah,
Because when I saw him there, I guess like, I recalled that I saw Van Auger already with Law, So my question for a split second was, can he warp that far? Is it a thing where it's like there's warp points? Maybe you have to create a warp point you can warp. So maybe the ship is somewhere you can always warp back to. So I was thinking, did they just do this and warp right back to the fight with Law and shit? But I think it happened before though. So yeah, hacking,
But
geography is everything 101. True. I'm hooked on.
but yeah, no, I really like that first page. Like I really like the angle of it. She was really dynamic.
It's kind of interesting. He's never really done it at an angle like that where it's kind of coming diagonally and sideways, and there's the one picture of Blackbird in the middle of all of it, kind of savage in there. He's never really done something like that. I do think Stronger kind of is breaking up the panels in a way I don't fully like, but I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you like this. Tell me if you think I'm overthinking this. With the last couple of chapters, it seems like Oda's trying to kind of play off the fact and play up off the fact that these guys fought Yonkos, and through those battles there was very specific things they learned, and they want to like he wants to keep pushing that envelope forward. So one example would be with the awakening, right, that we saw in
Mhm.
this chapter, where Law did something and Blackbird just throws out this random, I didn't know he could do that, it must be an awakened ability. I kind of don't like that, because like, what does he know about I don't know what he knows beforehand for him to say something like that.
Mhm.
Like, is he as knowledgeable about the fruit like Doflamingo was, because Dolphy knows that it's the like ageless surgery fruit. I know that he reads the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia, so it's not crazy for him to have a general understanding of what a lot of Devil Fruits do. But for him to just be like, what was that? The first time I fought him, he did some shit. Awakening. I'm like, bro, that's a little much for me.
I see where you're going. I see where you're coming from. I actually agree with you, but like you said, because of the fact that like Blackbeard reads those books and it was him saying it, I didn't really have a problem with it. Like, let's say like Bird just said it, then I would have been like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you know? You know what I'm saying? But like,
Mm-hmm.
since it was Blackbeard, I can accept that he might know a little bit more about what the base power and the awakening power of that fruit would do.
Here's
But
and
only because it was Blackbeard. Maybe Van Auger and Kuzan, if they said something like I would accept it from them as well.
okay. I only asked that because with the malady symptom disease, right? La flexed out of it with hockey, so it's like it's like he's trying to showcase. Like, see what they learned. They learned it. It's real. It's important. It's gonna keep permeating, and they're gonna keep pushing it forward, which is fine, whatever. But I think there's a way to do that that's not so ham-fisted and heavy-handed. That's all I'm saying. And the reason that
No,
I brought
I
the
agree with that.
other thing up is solely because Van Auger makes it seem like this is a half-baked, half-cocked plan, to the point he has to like, Blackbird, should I teleport you back to the ship, right? So it's like he's not prepared to deal with this ability in some ways. He's like, this is what happens when you charge in half cocked. So I'm like, part of me is like, does he know what this ability can do? Like, I just had like a couple extra additive questions, but again, I understand the point, Oda, but I think your execution was a little on the nose.
On the Yeah, no, I agree because like I feel like once we saw uh Law use Kroom, we would have known he was awakening. You know, we would have known it was an awakened move. So
Mm.
I don't think it should have had to be as heavy handed as it was either. But
Wait, hold
I
on.
mean, I
Sorry,
guess
wait. Was Blackbird involved in the Rocky Port incident? I just didn't. Is he involved?
yeah, him, Kobe, and Law.
Why? I thought it was Law and Kobe. What? Wait, sorry. That
Blackbeard said he snuck in afterwards to take over Pirate Island, or he came in afterwards to take out whoever was at Pirate Island. I forgot who he mentioned.
Wait, the Rocky
Who he
Port
said.
incident on Pirate Island. Did I know that? It might just brain. Damn, I must have just forgot that. Okay, my bad, y'all. Then never mind that. If he had seen Law and he was hiding and sneaking or something, and he had seen something, and this is completely new, then I could understand why you said that. If that's the case, I didn't know Black Teach was involved in that for some reason. That's my fault.
Hey, hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm assuming the Black Lightning that we're seeing with Teach and Law clashing is probably not a Conqueror's Hockey clash. I'm not sure what to do with this. I think it's because they're very powerful, I suppose. But usually when two Conquerors clash with certain attacks like this, you kind of see that Black Lightning. I think it's just a high level clash because Law, that we know, for what we know, doesn't have Conqueror's Hockey, and neither does Blackbeard, from what we know. So Naya, say it again. You were wrong. I was wrong, bro. I was incorrect. I had bad. I was misinformed. I had disinformation. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah. All things considered, I don't got too much more to say. Uh, I'll keep this short and sweet. You guys, actually no. But let me just go through one more time. Make sure I didn't forget anything I wanted to say. I hate this Kuma shit. I guess I talk about the crew being on the island. Like, what are you guys looking forward to see? So Vegapunk knows that he might quote unquote die. So maybe he knows that CP0's after them. Maybe Dragon could do something. Do you think Dragon and Luffy are going to talk in many like not even meet but talk maybe as a result? Do you think Frankie and or Usopp are going to be inspired by a lot of these inventions and stuff like that? Do you really think that the little photon, whatever shit glove thing they have, is going to be useful against Kizaru in some capacity? Like, and if Kuzan is here, where is he? And do you think that I still think Kuzan working for the Marines and is on the side of like the good, so to speak? I don't think he's a Blackbeard pirate as far as I'm concerned. So I think he kidnapped Pudding so that Pudding wouldn't fall into the hands of these pirates, and he probably already knows the Straw Hats don't necessarily need her solely because of the fact that he's got Robin to read the poneglyph, so that's unnecessary. You don't need that. You feel what I'm saying? So, anywho, scroll a little bit more. I think that's the quakes, not the black lightning. You think so? But well, the quake circle. I don't know. I mean, you could be right. I mean, I'm not saying it's necessarily like. I don't know. Honestly, I think there's so many things he does visually that I think are hard to beat to like they're not visually distinct, so it's hard for me to put a finger on it. But this was a cool chapter. We are on break. Maybe I'll do this Wano talk on Friday next Friday. Am I around next Friday though? It really is a question, but I gotta see. But yeah, so this Bonnie stuff is still not moving me. I don't really like her same face Kuma syndrome stuff. I hope that gets dealt with. But I really want to learn about Kuma before he became a pirate or a warlord. I want to dive into his backstory as the king of Sorbet. And if he was framed and he wasn't a tyrant king, I want to know who did it and why, what the reason was, and see how was it Connie, the previous queen or something? I want to know how she's
I,
involved.
I actually would like to see how the handles this type of let's say tyrannical takeover, I guess, or just some other force hidden behind behind the shadows. Because like we saw one in Arabasta with Dofi, playing the hero. We saw one
Dressrosa.
yeah, and Dressrosa with I
Oh
meant to
no,
say Crocodile. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I meant to say
Crocodile playing the
Crocodile
hero
and
in
Arabasta.
Alabasta. My
Yeah,
bad. Never
playing the
mind. Yeah,
hero.
yeah, yeah.
And
I
then
got it. I got you.
yeah, no, that was my fault. I said the wrong name. But and then in Dressrosa, Dofi, you know, making it seem like King Riku had betrayed everybody. So I do want to see what type of angle they do with Kuma. Like, was he really the one doing it? Was he framed? How was he framed? That type of situation.
What race is he? Do you think he is? By the way, do you think it's a race you've already seen, or a hybrid of some two we haven't seen, or do you like what like, or something we have
Uh,
yet to see?
if I had to guess, I want to say I would like. I have my two guesses would be either Skypian or maybe um what was I thought Lunalin for a second, but I was like, no, I don't think that would work. Because I was thinking maybe he cut his wings off. Like he might have cut his wings off like a nail
That's
did
what
or
I was
something. If
thinking.
he
Like
was
he has, he doesn't have wings anymore. I was thinking that, or maybe they're under. I don't think we've seen him shirtless before, I think maybe when he was guarding the ship after the 2 years, maybe he might not have a shirt on. I think maybe he was sitting there like kind of hurt and in tattered clothing. I think I recall that, but yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a different race. But I'm just assuming it's something we've seen before,
Mhm. I still think it's Kuzan, still a good guy
especially with like
too.
all the we got a couple callbacks to not really, but like when they were just talking about how the footing reminded them of Sakia.
Mhm. Oh god, I hope he's just not trying to throw in this new like last second race thing. I like Loki. Hope he's some weird like albino Lunarian.
Yeah, because
Shoot.
like I don't think this is the time to be throwing in new races either. That's why I'm hoping that it's just something we've seen before. But like I also
Mm,
know Oda, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did just throw in another race at this point.
true. You think only descendant or human or lunar descendant, like the features aren't as pronounced as if he was half? Okay. Do you like these outfits? I think Sanji looks horrible.
Oh no, Sanji shit was not rocking. I was fucking with Usopp.
Yeah,
Usopp, Robin, and
Usopp's the one that looks normal, and Frankie's a freak anyway, so it don't matter what he looks like to me. It's fine.
oh, you reminded me. Oh, before we get to that, but yeah, Usopp, Robin, and Nami. I fucked with them. Sanji shit was not moving me.
I
But
didn't care for Nami's and Robin's. I just think they have so much natural sex appeal. They never look bad, but I still think their outfits fucking stupid.
I see that. But nah, there was one thing that I saw in the chapter. I was like, oh yeah, I know now you're gonna fuck with that. And there was the fucking saber beam. I was like, my boy Travis touchdown. Hold on.
Yeah, I thought Bonnie was doing. I thought Bonnie was channeling like aging energy through the sword originally. I was like, wait, what? Nah, I hope someone takes that low key.
For real, that shit was raw. I was
Like
like, I need Luffy
Zoro,
to swing that for a long
Zoro,
time.
you know what I'm saying? You might need you a saber, bro, like a lightsaber,
For
my dog.
real.
I also like that. I don't know. I am curious to wonder why him and Brook, two swordsmen, which is kind of interesting. But I like that he's guarding the ship because he don't trust them. Because that's so consistent with Zoro. Where Zoro's not the one to just, oh, there's a new thing that's happening. It's so cool. Oh my god, it's so fun. Let's go explore. He's like, I gotta be the one, the voice of reason here. Like, I'll be on the lookout, kind of thing. He's always been like that, and I'm glad to see that it's still continuing. So basically, like, I'll stay here. I'll guard the ship because I don't know what these niggas want really. So I like that.
That and he ain't want to get lost.
There's that too. Like, the good thing about that is you won't get lost. That's really the thing about that's really cool. The thing that I
Nah, but
wanted to
I
add
feel you.
that I think is really cool. I don't know if you think this is a cool thing too. I just a small tidbit that I noticed. That's not the true blade. He's the fucking Mihako yell at him like Professor Oak. That's not the real sword. Put it away. Um, so we have Luffy 870, a glimpse of a possible future. I think this is the design of Luffy's has no ambition and he like doesn't want to be king of the pirates or whatever, and he like is like a loser, right? Remember how with so
Hmm.
many characters we saw the SBSs of that,
Yeah, I was
right?
actually about to bring this up too. But, keep
Right?
going.
Then we see Kid Jinbei. Remember we saw Jinbei in the gi training in
Hmm.
SBS. We had the gender bent law, right? I
Yeah.
actually wish he was doing stuff like this, implementing small little tidbits and funny little questions that were asked about him about the One Piece story that he answered in the SBS volumes more often. Because right now it looks like he's going kind of all out with it. Where I'm like, oh, we getting like old Luffy, a glimpse at a possible future. Meaning he's literally referencing that if Luffy was like on his P's and Q's and he was older at 70, he'd look more like Garp.
Hmm.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, I fuck with that too because I was actually what I was gonna say too. I was like, we've seen all of these designs before, so it looks like Oda's just really trying to have a lot of fun with his characters at this point. And just be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do all of this that I did in the SBS, and I'm gonna just throw it into the manga just because people liked it, and I can, anything can happen in One Piece, so he can make this happen for any reason. So
Exactly.
I like it.
All right, you said tell us about the micro character development in this chapter. Okay, so you see like Law, he micro developed because now he uses his awakening techniques. Did you find it is it an important detail to you that from what we can see here, every single attack that he's done has been an awakened technique? Like he hasn't been able to attack Blackbeard normally. He's used everything he's used has been awakened, which is almost like saying like to even hurt him or do anything, he has to use awakened moves. He can't use anything normal, so to speak. I don't know if I'm overthinking that.
No, that's a possibility, but I sometimes I like to think that maybe it's just one of those situations where he realizes what type of threat he's in, like what type of situation he's in, and so he's just gonna go all out from the jump, so
Okay, that's fair.
as to not put himself on the back foot.
That's fair. I like that. I like that more than my answer. More than what you said. I like that. Do you have any comments on like they're making the cloud sea at a lower density and stuff and like because I think what could be interesting about this is I think like you could probably implement it in some way, shape, or form with a Kleam attack or with a sling one of Usopp's slingshots. I really want Usopp and or Frankie, but really it doesn't have to be Usopp. more so Frankie. I want him to take away something meaningful from this arc on being on Vegapunk's island and technology and building weapons and whatnot. I want him to take away something from here. I hope that he does.
Yeah, like that saber sword.
Yeah.
Nah,
Talk to
but
me
not
about.
for real.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, after that, I'll ask
Yeah.
you the most important question, I guess, about the chapter.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. He should do some type of like see some of the material that Vegapunk has. Maybe make something new. Give him like give the Sunny or maybe General Frankie an upgrade or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to see him take something from this island too, because this is somebody he's always wanted to meet and like somebody who he really looks up to. So it wouldn't make sense for me. It wouldn't make sense to me if he doesn't take anything from him.
Feel it. Talk to me about the Dragon and Vegapunk connection. This now, I think it's interesting that we got the reveal that we're seeing it, but I'm not at all shocked by this. Like Vegapunk and Dragon working together or talking to each other and knowing each other in some way, shape, or form is probably the least surprising thing about him. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? 'Cause I was saying that I
Uh,
think that Vegapunk has always maybe used the world government and Marines just to fund what he's doing. I don't think he necessarily cares about being a Marine. That's kind of the impression I'm getting right now. What do you think, though?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I honestly didn't have any thoughts about it. Like when I saw it, I was just like, "Oh, okay, they're talking. That's cool."
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like it could be one. I want to see where about if we could dive into Dragon's backstory with this and see how him and Vegapunk linked up and see if it is more of what you say. Like Vegapunk just he'll offer out his services to anybody who's willing to pay, or maybe he really just don't fuck with the government like that and he's secretly helping the revolutionaries. Um, Anything's possible, but we just got. I don't think I've seen enough of Vegapunk yet to make a guess on what his true intentions are here.
Okay. That is 165,046% fair. You think Kuzan's around still, or no? You think he's elsewhere? Think he's around?
I think he's around. I don't know if he's on the ship itself, but I
You
think
think he
he's
go
around.
freeze them niggas in the water? Ice Age.
Shit, I need it. Hold on.
Haku. What the fuck does Hakugan take care of the polar tang? What does that even mean? I gotta figure what that is and who that nigga is, but I still can't believe his crewmates did something. I'm genuinely shocked. Like I still, that might be the most shocking thing in the chapter. I'm like, wait, these niggas are like, I guess, decent underwater. What the fuck? The female Vegapunk is Luffy's mom. I could already foresee the crackpot theories, brother. I know what the community's thinking. I've been free of them for the last 4 weeks. Stay that way. Anything else here worth the note? Let me just go through it one more time. Aokiji and Van Auger, they take pudding. I don't even like pudding, so I don't care. I don't even, like pudding safety is not important to me. Don't care about it. Blackbeard. I still wish One Piece fights were as good as they used to be. I still don't think that we get as good action as we used to get in some ways. And I also like I know this is a random detail. Why do they know that his apples are bombs? For fucking Doc Q. I wonder how they do that, but you don't stand a chance against us in a sea battle. So maybe that's the win condition, but I still can't believe Beppo is so fucking useless, bro. Is he ever gonna do something in his life? Jesus Christ, son.
No.
Like you're like six on the crew at this point. Like I'm putting Jean Bart, Sachi, Penguin. I'm putting what's the guy he called at the beginning of the chapter? Hakugan. He's above you. Like I'm putting all these niggas above him. Is the Bonnie
That
same
was
face?
pitiful, man.
Is the Bonnie same face syndrome thing moving you with like the dad thing? Is that moving you as a plot point or as a character defect? I don't like it, bro.
Wait, the what?
Bonnie basically it looks like they won't be able to attack any pacifistas, Pumas, Kumas of anything of the sort because they look like Kuma.
Oh no, she need to get off that.
Yeah,
She
it's
tripped.
not. Yeah, that's just trash.
Yeah, she need to get off that shit.
Laws could be reading the news and shit. I'll feel it. I won't be this going any longer than I have to. I think I ran out of things to say unless Alan got anything he wants to bring up. But I will say this. I'm going to see One Piece film Red November 3rd with my boy Warren, Alan, and Laz. So I'll let you guys know. Like, I mean, some of you guys I think have already seen it or been out, or maybe I don't even know if it's been out already. But let you know what I
I'm
think.
going on the fourth.
I honestly, I'm going to that movie really blind. I have no idea what like. I've seen that like the first initial trailer. You got a daughter and she's singing. I said that's gay, and I like never looked back. Like just like didn't care. And with the more like news that I heard, the less interest and intrigue that I had in the movie. But the good thing is I've technically seen very little to no footage. So maybe it's a great movie and I go in blind and I'm genuinely surprised. But Dead Beat Shanks is not particularly moving me. But let's see what it is though.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. Lost Crew be reading the news and shit, especially with hockey being a thing. Why should they face itself? Movie Bonnie. Sounds like motherfucker. You know what's interesting too?
What?
Well, now I'm trying to wonder if Luffy even interpreted it that way. But why can't Luffy just hockey himself back to his age?
Hmm. He could, but maybe he just doesn't
Is he too
realize he
old? His
can.
willpower is weak at 70. I don't
I
know.
feel like it wouldn't be above. I feel like it wouldn't be above Luffy to not know that was something he could do.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause I think he knows he can attack with conquerors, but Law said I literally can't use my devil fruit on them because they're conquerors. Like what I'm saying is that's two different things.
Yeah.
When you look at the characters and their personality, how they think, we're like it's like okay, for whatever reason, if their hockey's too strong, I can't displace them, conquerors or otherwise. But Luffy's like, I get why I'm not hurting you. You can quote yourself in Conquerors. Yeah, eh? And catch a defas, right? When he punched and he hit him. Like, I don't think they took the same thing out of that. So maybe he doesn't even know he could do that. But maybe he knows if he has the Conquerors up beforehand, he can defend himself. That could be a possibility, but that remains to be seen.
Yeah, I can see that. It'd just be like I said, it's two different people think different. So
All right, people.
I would just like to. I would add. Kind of looking pathetic this chapter.
Is that Kainu?
Mm-hmm.
You think he looks pathetic?
Oh yes.
Why?
In this chapter, this chapter specifically,
What did my boy
not
Sakazuki do?
just talking about how he has to wait and being Fleet Admiral is frustrating. I love it. I love looking at him over there upset and can't do nothing, can't make no moves. I love
I
it.
do. I want to bring up a comment that Trey said earlier. If I could find it, that was a really good comment. If not, I'll paraphrase it if I don't see it here. Okay, I don't see it here. So I'll say two things. Yeah, I'm bad at this. I don't see two things. One, he said that the Garp's words about the higher up you go up in the Marines, the less freedom you have and the more restricted you are seems to be like coming true here because Sakazuki as a fleet admiral can't just go and do what he wants. He actually has less freedom in a sense and more responsibility as a fleet admiral. So those words came true. I think that's a pretty profound. I think that makes sense to me. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
And Garp said that too. I know he's not like he doesn't like the nobles to other variables, but I'm just saying he did say that. Secondly, I'm under the impression that when he's able to unleash all the pent up anger and frustration and irritation that he's been dealing with for the 2 years as fleet admiral, not being able to mobilize how he wants, whoever that first opponent is melting so fast, bro. I feel sorry for his first opponent.
Oh yeah, that is gonna be
You're
bad.
not about to have a good time because he got pent up rage.
It's gonna be 2 years of just
You gotta sit
embarrassment
there and do
and just
paperwork
anger.
and see Sengoku go like, it ain't easy, huh, nigga? I'll never get that, bro. Sengoku popping his head up like, shit ain't easy, huh? Being in a leadership position is rewarding and challenging in its own ways because I understand it in my own right. So, man literally took Kuzan's leg just to sit in the office, right? You don't get to do what he wants to do. He's just sitting there like, can I go to Wano? No. Can I deploy them here? No. You don't have enough people. You gotta play. You gotta politic, bro. He has to play the politic game. So yeah, but fair enough. Well said. But yeah, also CP0. We remember they're still coming, so we'll see what they're going to do. I kind of have the impression they'll run into the regular Straw Hat crew before they run into Bonnie, Luffy, Chopper, Jinbei. Forget somebody down there. Luffy, Jinbei, Chopper, Bonnie, Luffy. I guess everybody. I think. But I just don't see him as a threat. They feel like such a fake, artificial threat to me, unless you're really just gonna go after Vegapunk. Do you think Vegapunk's words about him dying soon are profound and meaningful, or do you think it's just you just talking?
I don't think he means it,
Will he die?
especially considering considering what we've been talking about for like the past few chapters with him possibly being an old man who's talking through those other bodies. It seems he really could just be on his deathbed and about to be out of there. Now, whether or not his like those automatrons or whatever the numbers live on after he dies, that I don't know
Mm-hmm.
because I still don't know what the full relationship between the original Vegapunk and those new Vegapunks are.
And oh yes, I got to remember this because this is probably going to be extremely important and vital too. Can't forget this. I don't know how I forgot. There was one thing I've been trying. Honestly, I won't lie to you. The reason this stream has been going for so long is I've been trying to remember this one point. The SSG of Kuma. Do you think through him maybe and trying to fix whatever is going wrong through that's how we're going to get the backstory of Kuma the tyrant, or beforehand, or when he was younger, before he was king prince? I don't know, like what's the conduit for that is basically what I'm saying. And how important is it that the specific SSG Pacifista is coming to this island where Bonnie and stuff? Like, I think that's all significant. It's all going to come full circle. It's all interconnected. What are you thinking?
uh, there should be something going on, like because they say it's the first one and it's not obeying them. I guess is what they said, right?
Which or it obeys too much. So what it was, like it won't do anything without an order, almost like it's like a robot. Let me look at that one more time. I'll find the chapter. But keep talking.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure honestly. I'm guessing that we'll. Oh fuck! I lost my fucking thought.
The future. Who was that? That's Bonnie flying. Prince Gross. If that nigga is raw, I'll delete one of my channels.
Who, Beppo?
No, Prince Gross. Whatever fuck his name is.
That guy
What
ain't
was I
doing
looking for
nothing,
again?
man.
Oh, the Pacifista thing, the SSG. Where is that? This is Vegapunk. Is that was it 1062 maybe? Yes. Okay. So what was I looking for again? What were we double checking?
Why they're taking the pacifista there to Vegapunk?
Oh, in short, our assignment is to return this problem child back to Egghead. Then, while taking care not to damage any of the lab's precious assets, we're to eliminate every last Vegapunk. It doesn't say exactly why. I think, yeah. Wait, hold on. No, sorry. They're talking before this. What now? Just keep listening, Lucci. Vegapunk is technically a single individual, but his genius second blah blah blah. Imagine if there were blah blah blah. 6 satellites. Some. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. I wonder if the Viz will tell me anything. I'll check the Viz. Actually, can I check the Viz? Because it's only free for the last 3 chapters, right?
Yeah, I'll check it. I got it all.
You know me, I don't pay for nothing. Bonjour, mon coeur. I don't pay for nothing. I
What
be
chapter was it?
anything. I think it was 1062.
1062.
Hi, babe.
Oh no, it was a free one.
Okay. I could steal? We stealing? Ooh, I think I'm about to steal. But I hate this interface. It's so dick. Who wants to scroll like this? I said 61. I'm at 62. Clicked the wrong page.
No, you said 662.
Oh, I thought I said 61. I think I'm about to
We just
steal.
we're supposed to return this giant brat to Egghead and eliminate all the Vegapunk.
Okay. So nothing about like the reasoning why it's defective.
Yeah.
Can I ask everybody in the chat a serious question, and you too? Because I don't hold this opinion for every chapter in every series, but I genuinely think the Viz version of One Piece is worse than like the Gemini's box slash TCB version. Not better than Manga Stream for sure, and better than some of the hood scans. But I actually think a lot of fan translations are far superior to the official version, because some people, because it's the official version that is like recognized by Viz, Shueisha, or whatever, they take what it said there and that interpretation and that wording as the gospel truth. Whereas I had a tendency to take anywhere from about 1 to 4 translations, or 2 to 4 translations, I'll say, and see where like and look at the Pacific line and see what the intent really of that line is. Because I know, because as somebody who speaks multiple languages, I understand the trouble of having to translate sometimes, where sometimes you want to translate literally what they're saying, but or sometimes you want to get across the same intent, but it might not literally be what they're saying. And with a language like English and Japanese, there are literally words in Japanese that we just do not have in English. You know what I'm saying? But what do you think? Just I'm just curious.
No, I actually do the same. Like, I don't. I just take the two different translations, and whichever one seems like it was what felt like it should have been there, I'll take that one instead. I don't really have a problem with Viz, but I do like have. No, I'll take that back. Actually, like, it's not really with One Piece; it's with other series. But like, I don't like some what dialogue choices they use in certain series.
Yeah, because when I tell people a lot about the One Piece dub and dubs of a lot of shows that I like I'm really not. I've never really been a dub sub whatever person. I don't care. Watch it. Watch the shit. Shit. Sometimes I'll have an anime and I'll watch that whole in French just because I can. Right? Like watch it whatever language you want to watch it. The issue that I tend to have with like the one, I'll stick with One Piece because I'm so familiar with it. It's the script. The script is my problem. The things that they're saying sometimes, I'm like, you've actually lost the original intent, or the context of the scene. You've actually changed it by doing stuff like this, which is why sometimes I don't like certain anime scenes that extend some stuff, because I think it mixes and messes up the original message that was supposed to be had, or what we got from the manga. Hold on, I can see Kuma, Seraphim, Obey, protect Bonnie. I think it's just CP0 trying to kill one clone, they won't alert the others. Viz trying to keep the dialogue as safe possible. Is it possible to work? There's that, and I find that they're overly wordy. Um, in the Viz, and like fan translations and people who are really familiar and intimate with the languages involved and the content are I think are like more proficient at what they do, because they even capture certain things. Like, was it you guys telling me Sakazuki speaks in whatever fucking dialect? I argue that a lot more fan translations capture those type of differences better, even if they may not display it in the best way with like like English slang or something. Because I'm trying to think of like no, even with like Luffy and like Goku, they're kind of country bumpkins. Like they don't speak properly. Where Luffy, like I ain't listening to you, you know, like.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm reading it through Viz and stuff, they make these characters sound extremely formal and intelligent, and like Luffy would not formulate a sentence this smart in a day in his life. He doesn't have the vocabulary for this, like dead ass. I'm just wondering. I'm just nothing crazy.
No, I can see that.
Don't get it twisted. Sometimes the fan tries to be tripping. Suna never has said what the fuck is going on a day in his life. Okay.
Bro, nah. I remember like the early fucking My Hero skins. They used to have Bakugo saying the F bomb like every like 3 times every chapter. I'd be like, bro, he does not talk like this. This nigga is 14.
No, I hear you. You got any final words?
Nah, I don't got nothing else.
All right. I'm keeping this one short and sweet, guys. I'm gonna put on the VOD and everything. I'll probably do an earlier stream tomorrow because I got a charity thing to do um tomorrow night. But don't hold me to it. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was mistaken. They was throwing hands. Goodbye.